Hi guys, you know who I am, but I'll tell you anyway. I'm just in time prepping. I'm gonna do a little intro for you so I can pin it on my front page. I just passed another anniversary with YouTube. Yay me, right? So, I tell everyone on YouTube to take a look at yourself back from when you first get started, right? And you'll see a huge difference in the way you started from how you present yourself to the YouTube community and your subscribers. So I do that on a regular basis just in order to tell myself, hey, you can keep pushing forward, when things get kind of down and out. So I'm going to tell you how I got started on YouTube and where I am right now, and hopefully it will help you guys understand me a little bit better. Started out on YouTube a little over 2 years ago, and I did it mainly to start doing some photography, because that is one of my interests, is I do photography. So thought, well, I could get my photography and put it on YouTube. Well, I got to doing it, but I realized that photography is only like a slideshow thing, so I had to reinvent myself almost right off the bat. And I listened to a lot of folks out there that told me about being yourself and doing good content and making sure that you got your point across, and make sure you always tell everybody it's just your opinion, So, I started out doing videos on how to prepare for catastrophes. It could be anything from a flood, an earthquake, a tornado, even like a nuclear war or something for the SHTF stuff, So my niche actually moved directly into prepping. So it started out, my channel name was Through My Eyes, which is my photography name. And so I had to reinvent a new name, so I started out JIT Prepping. And well, nobody really understood what JIT stood for. So I reinvented the name again, because you're allowed to do that. Under the YouTube guidelines, I made it Just in Time, JIT Prepping. So that kind of upset a few people, but at the same time, it actually told people who I was. So as I went along, at first I didn't let anybody know about my health conditions that I have. I can now easily talk about them. I have COPD and I have AFib, so I am pretty well taken care of for bugging out. So I have to bug in and then have a contingency plan for bugging out, which I do. And most preppers will tell you that if you have a contingency plan, don't share it with too many people. And the more you talk about yourself, the more apt your bug out location won't be there when you get there. So that's how it all started, And I started out making how-to videos, and you can only make so many of those, and then you start branching out and trying to encompass a few things. So that's what I did. I was scared to death of the camera when I first started. Even though it was just a camera, me and the camera talking, I still had it in the back of my head that, hey, people are going to see this, So that's why I say always go back and check yourself from when you first started to where you are right now. Because you'll find out that, excuse me, over time, people make it easier and easier for you to be able to stand up here in front of the camera and talk to you like in a regular voice like I do right now. So that's where I really came from. Where I want to go is I want to keep doing that, I want to keep informing people how to stay prepared, how to start getting prepared. Anything that pertains to outdoors. I mean, I spent Most of my life, I started at around 14 or 15, being out in the woods, hunting and fishing and hiking and doing all the things that people that like to be outdoors do, you know, riding a mountain bike and stuff like that. Well, when I got sick, you know, it was kind of devastating to me because I am an outdoors guy, and now I'm starting to become limited on what I can do. So this is another part of why I do this, is I have all that knowledge, you know, I have every bit of that knowledge because I've been doing this a long time. I'm 60 plus years old, and I started doing it when I was like 15, you know, 14, 15. So I have a lot to give, you know, I have a lot to share, and I don't stop there, you know, I'm continuously reading books and articles of how to do it in the modern day, you know, how to prepare for the modern day, how to teach others how to use that knowledge, you know. So I look at myself as a teacher now. I go out and I try to teach everyone the best way to do things, the easiest way to do things. The folks that have watched me for a while will be able to attest to this. Well, see, another thing about me is I never thought I'd be able to do live streams. And I started out just doing one here and there, you know, and I'm a kind of guy that kind of keeps to himself, you know. I always have been. That's why I went outdoors as much as I did, because me with nature was the best friend I could have, you know. So the live streams were harder for me, but as you guys have noticed over time, I've overcome that as well. And I believe YouTube does that for people. I believe it takes people with handicaps and mental issues, you know, and turns them around, makes them feel more comfortable in their own bodies, I guess would be the right thing to say. So this is actually just a kind of a showcase of where I was to where I am. I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. The only thing that's probably going to stop me is if I end up in the hospital, and that probably really won't stop me. I'll probably still film from there if it's at all possible. Other than that, that's a snapshot of where I am. My name's Will, and I'm Just in Time Prepping, and go back and look at my videos, and please, if you like what you see, do what everyone tells you. Go down here below, hit that subscribe button, and then hit that bell on the other side. That way you'll always know when I'm going to be up and running, either live or in a video. It'll always pertain something to preparing for a catastrophe, whether it be the earthquakes or the tornadoes or the floods or the nuclear bomb hitting or whatever. It's going to pertain to that. Tonight we're going to be doing a panel, so if you have the chance, come watch us do that. And that'll be at 7:30. I didn't want to plug while I was doing this video, but that's how it is. You just can't help yourself after you get going. But this is for all the people out there that think that they can't do this. They can. You start out small, taking baby steps, and before you know it, you're up and running. So that's basically what I'm doing this video for this morning. I'm going to pin it to my home page, and hopefully somebody out there in YouTube land will catch up on it and see for themselves that it can be done. It's a matter of how bad you want it. And if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment down below. And don't forget to give it a thumbs up, because thumbs up is how YouTube ranks us now. If you don't have very many, if you don't have very many likes, then it tells YouTube that you're not very popular. So it's not the right way to do it, but it's the way they do it. So as usual, you guys know I can't do any of this without you. And as always, it's God bless you and God bless me. Most of all, God bless the US of A. Thanks for listening, and I hope it helps each and every one of you.